Of the Pleasant Grove City Council on Tuesday, February the 19th, 2019. And we, as of 5 minutes ago, we wondered if anybody was of our public was gonna show up tonight. So we appreciate you. We have a real shorter agenda, and our scouts on the back would probably really appreciate that. So that's, so we do welcome you. I'm Mayor Guy Fugel, and I'll be conducting this evening. Now it's, we were missing one council person who has been excused. Todd Williams is asked to be excused this evening. And we are missing our general counsel, who is not with us tonight, and also our city manager, who is ill. And so he may have joined us electronically, but just to make sure what we're up to. So anyway, we welcome you all here this evening. Would like to have a Pledge of Allegiance given by Eric Jensen, after which Sid Lamone will give us our opening remarks.
Audience, please rise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. For the opportunity we have to come to council meeting tonight. Issue that we received, and for all many things we've been given, and for thus that we can go throughout the remainder of our meeting open mind and open heart as we make decisions on behalf of our residents, and that we can Father, and please bless that if there's a chance.
Thank you.
Doesn't hurt.
Go Vikings! I'm sure American Fork is doing the same thing as we speak.
Yeah.
No, we're much better than that.
So it's like a motion for approval of tonight's council agenda, as we outlined in our work sessions in the previous hour, along with the one change that we have this night. So
Make a motion, Mayor, to approve tonight's agenda with adding the executive session at the end.
Second. Personnel.
For personnel.
Second. We have a motion. We have a second by Councilman Walker. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. So anyway, we'll now like to open it up for an open session for anyone who would like to come forward and address the council. And you can now make your way up to the podium. Seems like we have no one who would like to address us this evening, so thank you. And we'll close our open session and now move on to item number 6, our consent items this evening, as it was outlined earlier in your packets. May I have a motion for our consent items for this evening?
I make a motion that we approve the consent items.
Second.
A motion, we have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We do not have any board, commission, or committee appointments this evening, and no presentations. And our item 9, our public hearing item for this evening, has been continued till next week. So if any of you came for that this evening, we will be having that public hearing on March the 5th.
We need to make a motion.
Okay, do I have a motion to continue that item?
I make the motion to continue item 9A, the testing and inspection fee ordinance, to March 5th.
Have a motion, do I have a second on that item?
Second.
Have a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, You. I will now move to items number 10A. And Marty will bring that to us.
I think this is the first time I've given a presentation without the screen down.
Okay.
Something to show. We'll just keep it simple tonight. Thought it was interesting. We're talking about Battle Creek Springs and the notice of award for the contractor, S&L Incorporated, to be recommended their award of that project to them. Looking up on the mountain, we've got a lot of snow. So really quickly, snow report, accumulation as of the 15th. We've had 29.3 inches of precipitation this year. Our average for the year typically is 38. So we're already well through our, at this point, we're normally right around 18. We're at 29. So everything's looking good. We're more than double, as Scott reported last year, of our snowfall accumulation. And so it's looking like a good water year coming. And we always say that, and then we get really scared of the runoff that happens here in April and May. So anyways, but it's looking really positive this year, and we hope these storms keep coming. We need to get that water to run back down into the ground. Since it's been depleted, we've had some really low water levels in our wells. So this project up in Battle Creek we've talked about, and it's a matter of being able to get our culinary water out of the springs. It's rehabilitating those old springs and bringing them down into the system. And so this is the award to SNL. I believe it was $2 million. Let me get back to that. $74,699 is the amount of the award.
Okay. Any other questions on this item?
Will that runoff alter at all your start time, or, with a large accumulation of water up there, will that delay any of the mobilization or anything?
Absolutely. There's a big one area up there that we have to come across that is always kind of the last area that loses the snow, and we've got to be able to bring the equipment across that road. So that'll be a key thing. We've given the contractor the opportunity to get up there as soon as he feels like it's safe. As soon as he can get through that area, he may choose to come in and plow away through there. That'll be up to him to decide when that is. But we expect probably around June is when you typically see that area cleared of snow. And so we're hoping in that June time frame, we'll just kind of have to see what the weather does for us. And then he's got about 6 months of construction through October 31st is what the dates of the project are.
Field trip.
Good. Okay. Now I would ask for a motion to consider for awarding the Battle Creek Springs Rehabilitation Project to S&L Incorporated with a total base bid of schedules S through H in amount of $2,074,699 and authorize the mayor to sign the notice to proceed to sign the agreement upon receipt of the approval of the final contract documents.
I make the motion that we approve this project as read by the mayor.
I'll second that.
Motion, we have a second. This is a roll call vote, I think. Nope. The next one. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you. We got that awarded. The second item, Marty, to consider for adoption resolution 2019-09, authorizing the mayor to declare two 2017 Toyota Tundra trucks and an iPad as surplus and direct that they be disposed of according to the city policy 4. Policy 4 is disposing of surplus property.
Mayor, Council, we have kind of in our rotation of our vehicles down at Public Works, we have two Toyota Tundras that are 2 years old. And as we've discussed before, we'd like to do those on a 2-year rotation. We purchase them, use them for a couple years, and sell them for about the same price that we purchased them for, thus keeping the high value of the vehicle as well as those costs low for us as far as maintenance, upkeep, and things. We usually have no cost. All the repairs and things are covered under the warranties, and so it's a good deal for us. Again, that's what the purpose of the surplus of those two vehicles, and we've already received replacement vehicles for these two, and so.
Okay. I love this. So
Okay.
this is one of my favorite things that they do at
deal we have going
Right.
on there. So anyway, any other questions?
I would like to make a motion that we adopt resolution 2019-09 as read by the mayor.
Second. We have a motion, we have a second. This is a roll call vote. Start out with the Councilmember Anderson,
Yes.
Councilmember Jensen,
Yes.
Councilmember Lamone,
Yes.
Councilmember Walker.
Yes.
Action items for this evening. Is there any other thing? And we've already reviewed the one item that will be continued for next week in our work session. And other than that, we don't know what we'll have on the docket for our March 5th. And we invite all of you to come back in a couple of weeks for another city council meeting.
Don't think this is what we normally do.
I'll sign anything that says that you were here.
So,
We normally go longer.
so before we, does the council have any other business or anything to report?
Just one thing, I need all of you scouts to seriously consider going into law enforcement when you grow up. So, we don't have enough young men wanting to grow up to be policemen, so, and young women.
And young women?
But I didn't see, oh. Yeah. No, Christy, you're too old. Christy, you're just too old.
And we do have 2 positions open right now, but we can't wait for you guys to in the back. So, but I'm sure there'll be more to come. But
I do have, Mayor, I do have one thing.
so that kind of concludes our main portion of our meeting tonight, and it works well because we know what we have the ball game of the century this evening at our gym. But we do have need for the council to stay longer. We need to make a motion to move into closed session for a personnel issue, and after which we will be it'll be a short personnel issue, and we will be reconvening after that to close our meeting. But
I make the motion that we convene into executive session for a personal issue as said by the mayor.
Second.
we have a motion, we have a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Okay, we're adjourned to our closed session. So
I
Go
thank
think
you
Vikings.
for
that is award-winning. That I think we have just